from the partner perspective, right? Like we happen to potentially have multiple partners going after an opportunity. It literally is first in gets the deal reg protection on that. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean that another partner can't win the deal. They just wouldn't get the margins that come with deal reg protection, the support that come with deal reg protection. And for us, the reason for that is just the velocity of our sales cycle and my sales teams, right? So we encourage partners to register early, right? Like, and it goes back to that wanting as much information as early as possible. We might not get as much information as we'd like, but if it's registered early, at least we're then in path to get it approved and in process as quickly as possible. And our goal is within 3 days that deal
Okay.
within 3 working days that deal reg is either approved or rejected, with understanding and reasoning why. But yeah, it's that first in, first out for us.
Okay.
We're the exact opposite of Sue, right? We've got complex
That's why I
solutions.
love this question.
Well, we have complex solutions and we have some simple
Yep.
solutions. And we actually started deal registration a few years ago for the first time with our channel partners. And so it was a learning curve for us. And so we went slowly and we used a points-based system to be able to show partners that, hey, you need to demonstrate that you know the most about your customer and then know the most about the deal happening with that particular customer. That made it more objective than subjective, and I think that helped us get off the ground with deal registration. I think we've only had a couple of situations where we had a points match, and we kind of put it to a tie, etc. But the teams were able to manage that pretty effectively. As we brought new solutions to the fore, we started with first in, first out, especially with our simpler solutions. We also have a territory segmentation, especially in North America or by country. And so that helps a lot, right? Because we
Yeah.
know if a partner is coming from a certain state, then yeah, that's their state, et cetera, right? So there's a couple of rules of engagement that we have tied into um, our modeling, and that certainly helped as we move forward. Now, what's really happened with us with regard to our modeling is the list of solutions has compounded, and all of a sudden we've got a lot of things to look at, and it's all getting a little bit complex in general, the actual process. So we're ripe for doing some process improvement in that space.
Yeah.
On the objectives of the vendor,
Mhm.
as far as do they want greenfield new account growth? Do they want growth within existing accounts? And the deal registration process tends to be tailored to that. And I also, so the if they want net new accounts and there's nothing in Salesforce, it should be auto approved. And then I think the nuance then is when you have questions, and then when escalation needs to be involved to determine, is this net new or are we already in there? And those instances, I think you need to involve a sales rep on an escalation, just to get the background on accounts. But generally, is it net new? And is it, depending on the size of the vendor, is it a new account? Is it a net new opportunity? All that stuff comes into play.